Hi, everybody. I'm Bianca Della Garza, and you have to check out Gene Valentino's Grassroots Truthscast podcast. I was a guest. He has the best guests always. Check him out.
It's a beautiful day. It's going to be a great weekend, and we celebrate the great birthday of America with Michael Paul and the man that love to celebrate with us.
Velvet Hammer.
Velvet Hammer. Mr. America.
Losing their mind in here because the Velvet Hammer has showed up again for a special Thursday edition because, well, tomorrow's, Independence Day. So Gene and I are planning on taking the day off, and so is Ted, by the way. So good morning, Gene.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Pine Belt. What a great thing. Thank you for inviting me in a day earlier. Gives us a chance to really enjoy those fireworks and parades. But, may I say, it's more than fireworks and parades, is it not?
Yeah.
It's a moment to pause and reflect and on the extraordinary gift of freedom that generations before us have fought and secured for us to enjoy. It reminds us that liberty is not inherited very easily, is it? It's earned through courage, sacrifice, and the unwavering belief in the promise of a better tomorrow. We have a better tomorrow, folks. I'm watching this big, beautiful bill process, Michael, that I'm sure you're going to talk about. And
it hadn't been beautiful the whole way through, though. It's kind of ugly.
Ugly indeed. But it's time. We'll have a chance to gather with family and friends and really be proud of our independence. You realize how many nations around the world just don't have the independence we have? And they have nothing to celebrate because there's some leaders at the top cracking the whip that expect them back to work tomorrow. And they're doing nothing but making sure that the productivity, the wealth that these individuals work so hard for, the blue class, the lower class, the blue collar workers, these people are providing riches for the elite higher layer of government and autocrats within government. And these people are making money off the backs of the commoners, the feudal system approach. Not so in America. We argue about how much more we can give to people who are poor and indigent. Why, we're arguing right now about how much money we should give to people who are not even American citizens. How about that?
That is something to behold, I'll tell you. I watch this and I wonder, who are these people that want to stop this bill and stop from giving money to people who have never contributed to our system? They just show up here and they can start to collect money. I mean, where do you go in the world to do that? Well, the United States of America, apparently.
Apparently. This is, some of the spoiled baby boomers, Gen X, Y, and Zers, all of us, some of us who have been spoiled with the riches this nation is being reminded now through this incursion of the border, through the takedown of our departments and agencies, through the waste, fraud, and abuse that exists in agencies and departments. All of this has turned out to be a response because they have it and I don't, so I want more. This whole process is now on full display. Not one Democrat in this big, beautiful bill process, as we speak, Hakeem Jeffries is speaking before Congress, before the House to try to slow it down and tie it up. And, not one Democrat has stepped up to say, hey, Mr. Trump, look, I think I could support your bill, but I need you to get on board with me with this, this, and this. That's what it used to be. It used to be there was a collaboration, a deliberation, a give and take. That was the true making of the sausage. Today, not one Democrat, Michael, not one Democrat found it in their psyche to be able to step up and say, I want to do something for my citizens in my district. I'm going to Trump and to Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, and barter a little bit here to try to get something for the people who hired me.
Yeah.
Not one of them did it, which means what? It means they were more concerned about the hierarchy of autocracy and control by the select few in the Democrat Party. The Democrats have turned into a socialistic, communistic regime, which is on full display even right now during this budget process. Michael, I don't know where to begin. It was just yesterday you had here. I'm going to read it just so I get it right. Do you remember Chuck Schumer demanding that the Senate read just a few days ago, read aloud all 900 pages of the big,
Yes.
beautiful bill? Okay.
Yes.
Well, what happened to Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, yesterday when she came out and said, you pass the bill first and then you read it?
Yeah.
The
That's fun.
same chemistry in the same party with two diabolically different approaches to getting Congress to pass the budget tells me they weren't concerned about you and me. They were concerned about their own agenda. And they're failing because the American people have awakened. And it's on full display. Michael, I don't know. I could go further. I know you have some notes on what's coming
Well,
off of.
they just sell hysteria. That's the only thing they have to sell is hysteria. You got to be. They got to make you think that the world is coming to an end. In fact, it was Chuck Schumer, I think, that said this bill is going to kill people. Kill people. This is
Yeah.
what. Or, yeah. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
It's I think we've reached a point where we've averted a massive tax hike. I see that the votes aren't counted yet, but certain people have turned in the middle of the night. Remember, this started a day ago. It went into the evening last night, and here we are approaching a new day, and it's still underway. Donald Trump, and many people thought it wasn't going to happen. Donald Trump just may get his July 4th Independence Day surprise.
He wants that. He wants to be able to sign that bill on July 4th tomorrow. And as I understand it, I saw something on one of the news services earlier, and I can't find it now, but Thomas Massey, the one that was against all of this stuff and, was grandstanding and what have you, he apparently has flipped.
Wow. If Massey flipped, that's big. I think that's big. My friend here in Florida is Senator Rick Scott. What a great patriot and statesman, and a very conservative guy. He's scratching his head, and it's killing him because he needed to support this bill for Donald Trump, but he knew firsthand the level of the waste, the fraud, and the abuse. But he knew that you eat the elephant one bite at a time. Not everything is in this bill. In fact, they've made allowances for the debt to go up a little higher. That's obscene. That goes totally against what he and I have been talking about, zero-based budgeting. We talked, and I said, let's turn the ship, one stroke at a time. Let's get this bill passed so we can avoid a real crisis. The stock market's taken off. The inflation is coming down. Jobs are coming up. And incentives in the bill there's a significant number of incentives in the bill. Even the summary pages are 127 pages of the 900-page bill. The summary pages are showing that there's enough to be upset about. It's not going to make everybody happy, but it's enough in place to turn the tide on several levels. Energy credits, incentives for business. They've taken the emphasis off giving you a reason to stay home, eat your Kit Kats, watch a show, and given the employer an incentive to bring you back into work to help with growth and prosperity of those little businesses. This is the bottom-up approach. This is the grassroots approach. Michael, if I may, put a plug in from my website, www.grassrootstruthcast.com or genevalentino.com. Come on over and subscribe. Folks, you'll see all of the Pine Belt WMXI stories that Michael and I and Ted do each week, various topics, various times. And when you subscribe, we just push out an email to you once a week. We do nothing else with the list or your name.
It doesn't cost anything.
Doesn't cost a thing. All we're doing is, in case some folks missed this morning's show, for example, we push it out weekly on an email link, and they can listen to it while they're driving or at home, whatever they choose. But it gives them more access to the new world of broadcast, which is not only your standard thinking of radio and television, but it's the streaming services that make communication and news reporting available to Gen X, Y, and Zers who are working more off their iPads and their iPhones every day now.
Gene, let's go back for just a minute to the big, beautiful bill. It appears that everything that Donald Trump promised is in this bill. The tax on tips, Social Security, it looks like a break for seniors in Social Security, or at least a number out there that they're going to give for the seniors that can get a break on their taxes. The tax hike itself, it was coming. If we didn't do something in this, the taxes, it would have been the biggest tax increase in the history of the United States. So I think Donald Trump has a lot of things to talk about tomorrow. If they do get this bill passed today and allow it to get to the president, he's going to sign it. He's already pushing all of these folks that are standing back in the back and harping from the back bench on the United States Senate and Congress. Yeah. And so he's ready to sign it. So I think he's got all the things, all of the elements in there that he actually asked for and campaigned for, including, but not limited to, the money that we're going to give to the Border Patrol folks to be able to get all of the new technologies they need, hire new agents. There's so much in this bill that is good. Yeah, there's some bad stuff in there, but this is the way our founding fathers, which we will be celebrating tomorrow, set it up. It's supposed to be hard. It's never supposed to give everybody everything they wanted.
Look, Elon Musk and Donald Trump may have had what we call a sandbox boys spat. But the fact of the matter is Elon was instrumental in getting Doge to be very effective. The Department of Government Efficiency is now in place, and an effort will be in place each year to dig further on government efficiency issues. This year alone, Michael, what you just described, benefits coming back to the citizens, also includes $1.6 trillion. Think of it, folks, $999 billion, and then $1 billion more is $1 trillion. $1.6 trillion of cuts in waste, fraud, and abuse. This allows for more cuts to be gotten to. All of these NGOs who are siphoning money off the budget, feckless projects that went nowhere. And more important than anything else, I was mentioning this to Senator Rick Scott.
Quickly, we've only got 40 seconds.
Okay, this budget does not include the lineup of countries from around the world that are signing tariff deals with us, including, I think, Vietnam today, to give more money. We don't have it in the budget. We're talking about spending. We're not talking about revenue. Donald Trump will bring more revenue to the United States than ever before. It's not even in this budget. That's why he's not concerned about. Next round, we can tackle more revenue items and more expenditure items. Great first start if we get this through today.
Thank you so much for joining us, Gene, as usual. But today happens to be Thursday, tomorrow, Independence Day. And I want to wish you and everyone a happy Independence Day tomorrow.
Happy Independence Day, Michael and Ted and all of the Pine Belt.
To celebrate our newest launch, Rev 7, I'm bringing you an amazing introductory offer, plus an exclusive overstock sale that you're not going to want to miss. Rev 7 is our premium energy drink that tastes great and gives you energy all day, with no jitters and no crashes. That's because there's no sugar and no caffeine. I'm so sure you're going to love Rev 7 that for a limited time you can try our 3-pack absolutely free. Or check out our Percale bed sheets. I can't believe I'm even going to say this. Every color, every style, every size, only $29.88. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save 20% on our Rev 7 12-packs or try our introductory 3-pack absolutely free. And our Percale bed sheets, all sizes only $29.88, even the queens and kings. Inventory is extremely limited, so order now.